My name's Tom Locher, and I'm the CEO of Individual Centricity. I started in the PC industry in the mid-1970s. I began my tech career in those days selling personal computers from Timex Sinclair, Osborne, K-Pro, Epson, IBM, and many others. I remember the promise that tech and personal computers offered. We would eliminate menial labor, we were going to improve efficiencies, lower labor costs, improve productivity, and make our lives richer and more enjoyable. In 1971, fewer than 30 hosts were running the Advanced Research Projects Agency network, the precursor to the internet. By the end of 2023, it's predicted that there will be almost 162 billion connected PCs and laptops, which is expected to top 215 billion by 2026. If you add smartphones and smart cars, you're talking about 223 billion connected smart devices by 2026, not including over 20 billion IoT devices. With this much technology in our lives, you'd think we were living in a utopia by now. I can tell you from firsthand experience that many of the promises we made remain unfulfilled. The technology world we have enveloped our lives with have made some positive impacts. You can find information and entertainment and discussion on almost any topic instantly. But in doing so, we no longer find the discussions as informative, open, tolerant, and high-minded, nor can we count on the entertainment to build our children into better human beings. We have stopped trusting the data, and rightly so. According to McKinsey Global Institute's October 2022 report on the cusp of a new era, the past 2.5 years have been extraordinary. We are seeing more than the progression of just another business cycle. The unnerving combination of a global pandemic compounded by energy scarcity, rapid inflation, and geopolitical tensions boiling over has people wondering what certainties are left. Today's events might even be considered a cluster of earthquakes that is reshaping our world. McKinsey talks about the past 80 years, its cataclysmic events, which they call earthquakes, and the eras that have resulted in significant inflection points. McKinsey evaluates our current situation based on the 5 metrics you see on the screen. ICC is focused on one key area, technology. We agree with McKinsey's potential direction of travel statement. SEO techniques, AI algorithms, and software will indeed become the focal point of development efforts. But my experience tells me it is not the limitation of technologies that cause the current issues. They were caused by how we chose to implement this technology. The checks and balances of the enterprise-centric system we use are all wrong. Individual centricity provides the answer to these problems. What ICC is doing will lower costs, improve efficiency, improve security, validate the provenance and pedigree of the data, simplify the acquisition and dispersion of data, and make systems that are more ubiquitous, simpler, and self-improving. We believe we will deliver value to both customers and enterprises, and in doing so in a way that will bring more balance. We know we can provide a new way for individuals and enterprises to see and understand the necessary solutions. We can solve the problems for individuals, at the same time improve the value proposition for the enterprises as well. Significant returns will be gained by investors because significant improvements will be provided to both the enterprise and the individual. What follows now is a very brief introduction to Individual Centricity Corporation and what we're planning. At the end of this video, we hope you will want to find out more and set up for a more detailed, formal presentation.
ICC delivers the solutions to many of the critical problems we are experiencing. ICC is about rebalancing the relationship between the individual and the enterprise. When personal technology first came on the scene, we decided the big business could be the center point of the keys, and we would all subordinate our control needs and security in order to gain this better life. We saw the potential benefits, but we did not understand that applying technology to the enterprise methods, as we have done for years, simply brought us more steps, more inefficiency, complexity, and higher costs. What's needed is a new perspective, a little technology, and innovative methodology. Ultimately, our subordinated control is the problem. We need a check and balance system, and ICC is that check and balance system, bringing the individual into balance with the enterprise while bringing the enterprise gains that makes this change palatable and also desirable. You may have noticed from Amazon to Zoom, from Twitter to Instagram, from smartphones to dumb laptops, people are getting more and more tired of technological innovations. Throughout history, great societal problems have realized significant societal shifts. Historically, the most critical societal shifts have lasted about 30 years. For instance, following the 1940s Depression and World War II, tract homes arose to bring affordable housing. People got a nice place to stay warm, dry, and raise a family. They had infrastructure such as electricity, water, and sewer. Yet these innovations brought their own set of problems. The homes were affordable but poorly constructed. Aggregating populations in tight spaces brought congestion, higher taxes, and increased crime. We've seen the same throughout history in most facets of modern life. There is one thing in common for all the innovations. We kept the concept that either the government or big business was necessary to deliver the solutions and control us. The tech revolution is merely the latest and most current example of that problem. The enterprise can do some things well, but having big business or the government control our future, security, and happiness is historically a mediocre solution at best. As you can see from the timeline on the slide, a new shift is already underway. Luckily, ICC is here, at the right place, at the right time, and with the right long-term solutions. ICC flips the script. What if we put the individual at the center of the transaction instead of the enterprise? And what if you now control your data instead of the enterprise? Your data becomes your asset, like your home or car. What if you determine who and what gets to see and use your data and personal information? And what if you no longer need to put your private and confidential information online to validate who you are? In this scenario, hackers and hacking are severely undermined because the ICC perspective has removed the need for millions of records, valued at millions or billions of dollars, to congregate on one server. With ICC, you may feel you, and only you, are in control of your future and destiny. ICC was formed to realize this new reality and deliver the corrected perspective with the new methods, logic, and processes to answer today's frustrations and problems. ICC brings significant gains, beginning with 3 main steps over the next 5 years to build the foundation for the future our society desires. This is an entirely new category of solutions, placing the individual at the center of importance. The system will begin with a set of solutions that identify you as you and only you, your real, one true you. We do this by authenticating you, not your device, by various means including authentication through actions and activity. Once one true you is implemented, we will begin our town, which will connect your device to other smart devices so you can gather authenticated, unadulterated, contextually relevant information within your area. We call it authenticated delivery. You'll be able to determine the provenance and pedigree of every piece of information you receive within the ICC Our Town system. When the first 2 parts of the system are operating, we will turn on Soccer, our self-optimizing, contextually relevant collection of logic models that help you ask better questions and make better decisions. Soccer will build the basis for our future solutions, but this will be a discussion for a much later date. Let us look at how One True You, Our Town, and Soccer will unfold and how they relate. Initially, as One True You has been downloaded for free, the devices become active. After a number are active, they begin to interconnect. Our Town becomes active, and these connections become neural network nodes. As these nodes become active, contextual relevance begins to develop and self-optimization of the applied methods and functions being used on the device starts to occur. Smarter solutions begin to evolve. We are building an intelligent nodal neural network that is temporally and spatially aware, efficient and effective with questions and outcomes that evolve to provide uniquely tailored, innovative results that change as time and local situations change. As you can see in the New York City intersection, many devices are dynamically interconnected in a layered manner. One device connects to another, and they are connected to many others, layer upon layer. Each connecting point is an intelligent neural network node. Most nodes have multiple connected sensors. All are communicating, sensing, and sharing permissible information. A living, sensing, self-optimizing, contextually relevant neural network at your fingertips. How we make money and what we sell. Keep in mind, we will provide the new center point for transactions in virtually every industry segment. Individually centric technologies are comprised of operators, methods, functions, and self-optimizing contextually relevant logic models. In the long term, ICC will deliver the next manifestation of intelligent systematics based on how the human brain works. AI and machine learning are algorithmic. They focus on the existing programmatic definition of functions, the formula for finding the answers to questions, queries. We focus our solutions on the current understandings in the concepts of neuroplasticity. First, we will sell operators, what used to be called applications. An example of our first operator is OneTrueU and the OneTrueU password keeper. We will also sell methods that today are called routines and subroutines. In today's model, these exist inside programs. In our model, they can live and are accessible anywhere. These methods can be sold discretely in a variety of ways. Like methods, we sell functions that can also exist and be accessible anywhere. Again, we can dynamically and discretely make them available as needed by the temporal and spatial contextual needs of the self-optimizing component. There are numerous ways to monetize access to these discrete functions. Soccer is perhaps our most innovative manifestation applying neuroplasticity concepts to our technological, individually centric system. Soccer will initially focus on implementing the evolving nature of our new category of solutions. Soccer, in the long term, will evolve into much more. Take some time to digest this slide. Now that you understand OneTrueU, Our Town, and Soccer, you may continue to wonder over the many areas where these solutions apply. Some of you likely already can see potential ways this new category of solutions can and will change the world. This slide shows you a brief high-level view of what benefits are derived from each phase, how they can apply, and in what areas we expect to see significant interest. Remember, these are all components and will be monetized in numerous ways, whether combined as operators, methods, functions, or soccer. What should be clear from this slide is that consumers, retailers, advertisers, enterprise customers, and government have significant benefits they can derive from ICC's new category of solutions. And this is just a short video to determine your interest in discovering more. We're just now scratching the surface. We are a startup. The financial model we use to project our business over 5 years, which you will see shortly, is predicated on prime marketing funds derived directly from sales revenue once the company achieves scale. Before that period, we will augment our marketing budget with specific amounts raised from funding rounds. The first chart in the slide gives you an idea of the additional dollars above revenue-derived cash flow that we expect to allocate to marketing. The marketing chart gives you an idea of how we will employ these funds to reach both consumers and enterprise customers. The sales chart shows that we contemplate 2 main ways of monetizing our solutions: subscriptions and licensed sales. Retail reseller sales, whether operator or service, methods, function, or soccer focused, will primarily be sold on a monthly or annual fee basis. Subscription-based enterprise sales will most likely extend from using our OneTrueU-based product to validate employees or clients for access to their systems. These sales will be on a monthly or annual basis, as well as volume-based cost system-driven sales under yearly contracts. License sales are expected to be mostly enterprise-based, although government sales may also be found under this sales process. These will typically be annual or multi-year contracts based on annual fees and royalties. As we develop our set of evolving and growing access to current and relevant live data with verified provenance and pedigree, we will generate a large core business around the sale of access to this data. We anticipate this will be in the form of annual contracts, volume-based pricing, and in some cases royalty, depending on how the information is used or monetized by the enterprise. Please note that in our model, the individual owns their data and can choose to share or not share their data. Those that share will get paid a small fee or benefit every time that data is shared. As we were creating this presentation, McKinsey Global Institute released a report called On the Cusp of a New Era. McKinsey's report focuses on the rise of various historical large-scale changes, each fostering an inflection point which then facilitates massive change. Their report discusses 3 distinct prior events they're calling earthquakes: World War II, the Middle East oil crisis, and the breakup of the Soviet Union. Each of these events ushered in new eras that unfolded over a few years. McKinsey surmises that we are on the cusp of a new era, and ICC agrees. Our business plan is a direct result of our belief that this new inflection point is upon us. We believe ICC has the team, ideas, tools, and methodology to capture its full potential. The report outlines the key technology platform drivers of the earlier era, how they are changing, and how this may show itself in the development of the inflection point characteristics. Once again, ICC agrees. SEO techniques, AI algorithms, and software will indeed become the focal point of development efforts. We also believe it is not the limitation of technology that's caused the current issue. They are caused by how we chose to implement this technology. The checks and balances in the enterprise-centric system are all wrong. ICC has the answer to this problem. What we are doing will lower costs, improve efficiency, improve security, validate the provenance and pedigree of data, simplify the acquisition and dispersion of data, and make systems more ubiquitous, simpler, and self-improving. McKinsey identifies 14 transversal technologies where already hundreds of billions of dollars are being invested with extremely high valuations. ICC will directly impact and bring significant value to at least 9 of the 14 areas targeted by McKinsey. Are you ready to profit from the next societal shift? Major societal shifts can help to create category kings. As mentioned, a societal shift is upon us. Many of the current category kings will potentially become our clients as ICC creates and dominates a brand new category around individual centricity. A recent news story released December 12, 2022, in which Amazon is offering users $2 a month Amazon Funds benefit to allow the company to track information, showing that even Amazon is aware that clients have a right to own their data and to receive some benefit from its use. You may notice in this section that ICC is not a young company. We are a collection of experienced operators that have been involved with many companies, large and small. We've come together at this point in time because we all recognize that change is needed and another inflection point is upon us. We believe that we understand the cause of the long-term problems and have developed a powerful solution. 3 of us have been working on the core concept for over 15 years. While other minds out there may see the issues, you will find that they all continue to see the world as enterprise-centric. Only we of ICC see that the solution is within the individual. We alone have the vision, experience, and know-how to drive and deliver this new category of solutions in a way the entire world will embrace. This is not a widget or service play. This is the creation of an entirely new category. This new category is designed to fit the needs and frustrations of the current individual users and develop a new method of applying solutions. This new category will change almost everything. We will be the new center point for transactions, applicable in virtually every industry segment. When you consider the value of historical shifts, wouldn't you like to own a part of this new world? You have now seen our introduction to Individual Centricity Corporation. By design, this has stayed very high level and avoided much detail. Our goal was to give you an overview of who we are, what we are doing, and its significance. If you believe our ideas warrant more of your time, reach out to the person who sent this to you. Alternatively, you can contact Tom Raymar to arrange a more detailed presentation. Thank you.